Our planet has corners that don't feel like Earth. Places where you feel like you've entered another realm, another dimension. Water that flows red, like blood. Earth that splits open, like the gates of hell. Trees that grow in impossible angles. And under the sea, a lost city. A city forgotten by time, but its secrets are still alive. Today, we're exploring the 10 most mysterious places on Earth. Are you ready? Let's go. So, number 10. The Nazca Lines. Picture this, a desert covered in massive lines carved into the ground. Lines so huge you can't even see them from the ground. You can only see them from the sky. These are the Nazca Lines, in the Nazca Desert of Peru. If you walk on the ground, it just looks like random scratches. But in 1930, when a plane flew overhead for the first time, the world lost its mind. Over 300 massive designs, a giant monkey, a hummingbird, a spider, a human, all carved right into the desert floor. So the question is, who made them and why? They were made by the Nazca civilization between 200 BCE and 600 CE. The trick was simple. Scrape away the top layer of reddish-brown dirt, and bright white stone shows underneath. That's it. That's how they made the lines. But hold up. Back then there were no drones, no planes. Standing on the ground, you can't even tell what the design is. So how did they map it out so perfectly? Experts have 4 theories. Theory 1, it was an astronomical calendar. Some lines line up with the sun, the stars, and the solstices. Theory 2, they were ceremonial paths. People walked them and prayed for water, because the Nazca region is brutally dry. Theory 3, it was a map of underground water, showing where water was hidden beneath the ground. Theory 4, the scariest one, they were landing markers for aliens. The scale is insane. The precision is insane. How could humans have done this alone? 2,000 years later, because of the desert, the lines are still there. UNESCO even declared them a World Heritage Site. But the mystery is still the same. A civilization made designs that they themselves could never see from the ground. So, who were they really making them for? Number 9. Another secret from the Amazon forest. In 2013, near Peru, a chemistry student in the Amazon found something seriously weird. It was built on top of a plant leaf, and it looked mysterious. Right in the center was a cone made of silk, and around it, a full-on silk fence. The student took photos and posted them online, but here's the crazy part. No one had ever seen a structure like this before, so a team of scientists flew out to that part of Peru to investigate. Within hours, they found over 45 of them. Some were on trees, some were on plant leaves. They called it a silk henge. They took a few back to the lab. Under a microscope, they saw tiny dust mites crawling on the fence. But dust mites don't produce silk, so that confirmed it. The mites didn't build this. A few days later, the cone in the middle slowly started to crack open, and a baby spider crawled out. Turns out, it was built by a specific species of spider, one that only lives in the western Amazon. They build these fences around their eggs for one reason: to trap tiny dust mites. So when the baby hatches, it already has food waiting for it. Number 8. The Shigir Idol. Back in 1890, in the frozen forests of Siberia, some workers were digging for gold, but they found something way more valuable than gold: the Shigir Idol. This is the oldest wooden statue in the world, 12,000 years old. Yeah, that's 7,000 years older than the pyramids. The statue was over 16 feet tall, and it was covered in insane carvings, mysterious faces, geometric patterns, and symbols that no one has been able to decode to this day. Scientists say it survived because of the swampy peat in Siberia. That same boggy ground kept it preserved for thousands of years. But here's the real mystery: who made it? and why. Some people say it was a religious idol, maybe tied to spirits or hunting. Others think it was an ancient code, a message left behind by a lost civilization. 12,000 years ago, when humans were still living in caves. How did they make art this complex? Was it just art, or was it a secret message? The Shigir idol still blows our minds today. Number 7. Mount Roraima, deep in the jungles of South America. There's a place that looks like it's from another planet. Mount Roraima. It sits on the border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, and it's considered one of the oldest plateaus on Earth. But Mount Roraima isn't just a mountain, it's a mystery. Its shape is completely insane. A flat-top plateau that looks like someone ripped a giant stone table straight out of the ground. 1.2 billion years old. Rain and wind carved it into something so strange that even scientists are stunned. But the weirdest part? The ecosystem on top is totally different. There are plants and creatures up there that don't exist anywhere else on the planet. Like it's a whole separate world. It rains almost every single day, and the clouds are so thick it feels like the mountain is hiding inside some kind of magical fog. Local tribes think the place is both sacred and cursed. They say the plateau was an ancient celestial kingdom, where gods used to live. Some legends say there was a time when a divine flood wiped out the entire world. And Mount Roraima was the only thing that stayed above the water. A bridge between heaven and earth. And here's the wildest part. Some researchers believe Mount Roraima is the place that inspired Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's famous novel, The Lost World. A place where ancient dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures might still be alive. Even today, when people make it to the top, it feels like they landed on another planet. Just mist moss and an eerie silence. And the feeling that someone, or something, is watching you from above. Mount Roraima, a place where science and mythology both come up empty. A mountain that feels like the gods built it themselves. Number 6. The Voynich Manuscript. Some mysteries are so strange, they break every rule of logic. The Voynich Manuscript is one of them. A book that no one has been able to read. No one has been able to understand, and no one even knows who wrote it. In 1912, a rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich found this weird book in an old monastery in Italy. The cover was burned. The pages were brown and ancient. But the real mystery was inside. About 240 pages total, and every single page is filled with letters and drawings that don't match any known language or alphabet. Not one linguist, historian, or code breaker has been able to figure out what it says. Sometimes it looks like the notebook of an ancient scientist. Other times it looks like a language from another world. A language only the writer could understand. The book has drawings of bizarre plants, flowers and leaves that have never been seen on Earth. There are illustrations of women connected to what looks like energy or water streams, and some pages have astronomical charts and stars, like the book came from a different universe. When historians carbon dated it, they found out it's from the 15th century, so about 600 years old. But who wrote it? What language is it? And what was the purpose? All of that is still a blank. Hundreds of linguists, cryptologists, and even AI systems have tried to crack it. And every single time, they failed. Some people think it's a hoax, just a giant prank designed to look mysterious. But when researchers found rhythm and structure in the writing, it proved this wasn't random. It was the result of deep thought. Not just some fake book. Today, the Voynich Manuscript is locked away in Yale University's library in the US. Thousands of researchers still go to see it every year, hoping that maybe, just maybe, they'll find a clue. Number 5. The Easter Island Moai statues. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, there's a tiny island, Easter Island, and standing there are those massive, creepy Moai statues that blow everyone's mind. They're stone faces anywhere from 13 feet to 30 feet tall. Some of them weigh up to 80 tons, and they were all carved with stone tools. No machines, no iron, just primitive tools. So the biggest question is, how did they cut these huge stones and drag them for kilometers from the mountain quarry? The locals say the statues walk to their spots by themselves. Sounds insane. But that's what makes the Moai even more mysterious. Some archaeologists say they were probably pulled with ropes and wooden logs. But even with modern experiments, people today still struggle to move them. So how did ancient islanders do it? The second big question. Why were they built? Some say they're spiritual guardians of the ancestors, protecting the island. Others say it was a way to show power and authority. And some theories claim they were part of a lost civilization, an advanced one that left with all its knowledge. And here's the creepiest part. Researchers say there are full bodies under these statues, not just heads. Huge torsos buried underground too, which means for centuries, people thought these were just giant heads. But the truth goes way deeper. At night, when the wind picks up and you can hear the ocean waves, the Moai look alive, like they're staring right at you with their eyes. Number 4. The Wood of Horyuji Temple. In Japan, there's a temple that's been standing since the 7th century, a temple that's passed every test of time. This is Horyuji Temple, and its biggest mystery is the wood. Yes, the wood that's still standing strong after 1,400 years, without rotting, without breaking. But the question is, how is that even possible? Normally, wood can't survive weather, bugs, and time, but the wood of Horyuji beat every single challenge. Scientists studied this wood and found that the technique used to choose it, dry it, and join it was so advanced that it could withstand earthquakes, storms, and rain. But how was that kind of technology even possible back then without modern machines? Was it just master craftsmanship, or was it some kind of secret science? Some experts say Japanese carpenters picked wood from specific kinds of trees and prepared it in a special way. But there's no written record of that technique. Did that knowledge get passed down orally from generation to generation? And if yes, then where did that knowledge go today? The wood of Horyuji Temple isn't just building material. It's living proof of ancient engineering and human skill. What do you think? Was this a miracle of wood or a lost science? Number 3, the gate to the underworld. Right in the middle of Siberia, there's a place people call the gate to the underworld. Its real name is Batagaika Crater, but the local Yakut people they call it the door to hell. When you get close to this place, it feels like the earth itself is opening up and getting swallowed by darkness. Batagaika Crater is a massive open wound 1 kilometer long and 100 meters deep, and it's getting bigger every single year. This isn't just any crater. It's a living warning sign from nature, showing how the earth is breaking apart from the inside. The formation started around the 1960s, when Siberia saw massive deforestation for the first time. Cutting down the trees killed the ground's natural insulation, and underneath that, the permafrost, the frozen ground, started to melt. As it melted, the earth began to collapse from the inside. First, a small slope formed, then it slowly turned into a monster pit. Today, it's so big that you can clearly see it from satellites. But the weirdest part is, this crater isn't just breaking the ground, it's bringing the past back to life. When scientists did research inside Batagaika, they found prehistoric animal remains, woolly mammoth bones, and ancient plants that were millions of years old. So this crater has literally become an Earth time machine, opening up millions of years of hidden stories from inside the planet for us to see. But locals think of it as a haunted place, They say when you get near it, you can hear a strange rumbling, like someone screaming from inside the ground. Some people say those are the cries of souls from inside the earth that never go silent. And the craziest part, scientists say this crater is growing every day. It expands 10 to 20 meters every year. If it keeps growing like this, one day all of Siberia could turn into one giant open wound, a living gate to the underworld. This place isn't just a natural wonder, it's a silent prophecy, telling us that when we mess with nature, the earth never stays quiet. So number 2, the night of November 18, 1987, in a small trailer park in Anna, Illinois, the Darden family suddenly became part of one of the most brutal unsolved crimes in history. The family was Keith Darden, his wife Elena Darden, their 3-year-old son Peter, and a newborn baby girl who had only been born a few days earlier. On the morning of November 19th, Keith Darden's dead body was found in a field. He was shot with a shotgun far from the trailer, and his genitals had also been mutilated. Like the killer, didn't just plan murder, but humiliation too. When police went inside the trailer, the scene was even more disturbing. Elena Darden and both kids were killed in the bed. Elena and the newborn baby were beaten so badly with a baseball bat that the bat actually broke. And 3-year-old Peter was killed too. The weirdest part was there was no sign of forced entry. Nothing was robbed. No valuables were taken. The TV was left on, like the killer just sat there casually. But the crime scene was brutally extreme. What's even more shocking is that police found a handwritten note. In the note, the killer wrote that he did the murders for revenge, but the reason or any names were not clear at all. And the handwriting didn't give any solid lead either. In the forensic investigation, DNA evidence was collected, blood, hair, and bodily fluids. But in 1987, DNA databases weren't advanced. Even when they retested the DNA later, it didn't match any non-criminal. This is where the name Tommy Lynn Sells kept coming up. He was a serial killer who targeted random families across different U.S. states. His pattern was similar too. During an interrogation, Sells gave a hinting confession to the Darden murders, but later changed his statement. There was no physical proof against him and no DNA match, so legally he could never be tied to this case. The most unsettling part is that the family probably let the killer in themselves, meaning he wasn't a stranger, or he was very convincing. The murder was so personal and violent, like the killer was obsessed with something. To this day, the Darden family murders are officially unsolved. The crazy part is the killer left a note. He left DNA, but authorities still never caught him. Number 1, the Setagaya family murders. On the night of December 30th, 2000, in the Setagaya area of Tokyo, an entire family was brutally murdered inside a quiet residential home. In the house were Takeshi Miyazawa, his wife Yasuko, their 8-year-old son, and their 6-year-old daughter. This crime, just one day before New Year's, shook all of Japan. The killer used a knife to attack. It looked like a planned and controlled attack. But the thing that was most shocking was the behavior after the murder. The killer didn't run. He stayed in the house for hours. He took food out of the fridge and ate. He used the computer. He used the toilet. He changed his clothes and rested on the sofa, like he had zero fear of anything. That unusual calmness became the biggest psychological puzzle for investigators. The killer left tons of clues at the crime scene, like DNA samples, fingerprints, blood traces, his clothes, and the murder weapon. DNA analysis showed that his blood type was a rare subtype. The sand particles found on the clothes when chemically analyzed didn't match normal Japanese beach sand. It was closer to a composite found in South Korea or a coastal region in California. That created the theory that maybe the killer had a foreign connection. Police launched a massive investigation. Over 280 officers worked on this case. Thousands of DNA samples were compared. More than 16,000 tips were verified. Still no exact match. It's possible the killer's DNA was never registered in any database, and that he left Japan and went to another country. Back in 2000, international DNA data sharing wasn't as advanced as it is today. Investigators believed the killer was probably young, maybe between 15 to 25 years old. The fact that he stayed in the house, ate food, and used the computer was, according to some profilers, a sign of control and dominance, like he felt power over the situation. 25 years have passed, but the case is still officially unsolved. Every year, Japanese police ask the public for information, but the killer's name is still unknown. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you can watch informative videos like this first.